All right, man. Let's see. Let me do this real quick. Man, oh man. See what we got, man. Welcome to another edition of Cono Logo TV, being brought to you by CO Management, DV Tracksuits. Big shout out to the Mighty LDBC, man. Wait for people to come on in. Hopefully, y'all smash the like button. I'm gonna need a microphone check when somebody comes in. Definitely gonna need a microphone check. You know what I thought about? I just thought about something, man. Where is my phone at? Listen, man, I just wanted to come on real quick, man. I wanted to give you my thoughts, man, on a couple of things, right? And the first thing I want to address, the first thing I want to address today is I was watching the live stream this morning, man, on Inside the Ring with Christine and Norbs. They do a pretty good little show together, man, and they got a lot of good information that they do, and their lives are good. Their lives are good, man. It is, you know, they put in that good work, man. But my whole thing, right, is a topic came up about uh Edgar Berlanga, right? The love-hate relationship, the question about his resume and stuff, and whether this or whether that. And I was listening to the discussion, and Norbs, was pointing out that somehow, some way, Edgar Berlanga supposedly ducked Trevor McCumbee. And I had to say something about it because I'm like, that's furthest thing from the truth. You know, Trevor McCumbee, first of all, is not a deserving opponent. What's going on, Frontline? Let me know what my microphone sounds like, man. I don't think Trevor McCumbee is a deserving opponent, right? They talking about. I want to address a few issues, man. They said he didn't fight. They said Edgar Berlanga didn't fight nobody until he fought Canelo. What's going on, Mr. Shelton? So they say he hadn't fought nobody until he fought Canelo, right? Now I'm looking down Trevor McCumbee's resume, and I'm like, he didn't fight nobody until he fought Caleb Plant. And I'm thinking in my head, are we having this argument about Trevor McCumbee being ducked by Edgar Berlanga when Trevor McCumbee doesn't have a resume himself? If anything, I could go down the list and find a couple of names on Edgar Berlanga's box rec that could beat Trevor McCumbee. Damon Nicholson, we'll start with that, will beat a Trevor McCumbee. Now, he's got a couple other names. Now, I know the last fighter he fought, Mantequilla, I get it. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. But I've already explained that exhaustively. I'm not going to go back to the hands of time and stuff like that. The other disagreement, or we didn't see eye to eye on, was about Roy Jones Jr. not being a good trainer. What's going on, Carlos? Um, and Christine made some good points, man. That if you're a great coach, you should be able to take anybody, any boxer, and work with what they have. I fully understood that angle of it. I really did. Um, I think that'll be a good fight. Trevor is a strong guy. Yeah, but I don't think he's deserving. I don't think he was being ducked. It's my point. Like, Berlanga's about to fight Shiraz. After Shiraz, I'm pretty sure he's gonna fight somebody a lot bigger than the name of Trevor McCumbee. That's all I'm saying, man. Arnaldo, saludos, man. Let me make sure he's. Yeah, he is wrenched up. Okay, I had to go look, man, because I got the other screen over there. And that was my point. Now back to the trainers and stuff like that, because I was trying to defend Roy Jones Jr. as a good trainer, and I understood Christine's point because yes, she is absolutely correct, man. When you're a great coach, you can train any style of fighter. I get that, but when I'm typing in the chat, it's a little bit harder to be able to debate and explain myself fully. And Kamara, how you doing? My whole thing was that even though a great trainer can train different style of fighters with different types of attributes, that doesn't mean you can work with every type of fighter, because every type of fighter is not going to be able to absorb what you got to give them. There has to be some kind of chemistry in between them. And if there's no chemistry, I don't care how great of a trainer you are. If there's no chemistry, you're never going to get through to that type of fighter. And that's the part that I couldn't really explain through text because it was going to be too long and it wouldn't have been understood correctly. It's like, you got to have some type of connection. Like Derek James, even I don't like the fact of that he's training Ryan or anything like that, right? But Derek James, right? Let's use him as an example, man. He's a great trainer, but he's not going to be able to train everybody. Everybody is not going to gravitate to him. What's going on, 88 Sports Talk? I appreciate that, Mr. Shelton. Appreciate it, man. And so that's what I was trying to explain when I was talking about that Roy Jones Jr. is a good trainer. I see the type of things he's done with several types of fighters. Even I remember he had Chris Eubank looking good at one point, right? He's got the people like Kevin Newman looking good out there. He's got another 168 pounder as well, man, amongst some other fighters, man. I know he worked with Mike Williams Jr., and I know that that's a different type of level of a fighter, but my whole point is he can train boxing. He has successfully trained boxers, and I don't think it's fair to sit there. I don't think it's fair to say he's not a good trainer. I don't think that's it. What's going on, Jeff? That's all I'm saying. I didn't never put him in a Hall of Fame type of trainer. I didn't say he was great trainer. I said he's a good trainer. He's great with certain type of fighters, though. And yes, even though that kind of boxes him in, sometimes you got to know your limitations and know where you fit in the sport of boxing and when it comes to being a trainer. And he knows where he fits at. And that was my whole argument with it, man. And I know, like, I'm not trying to rub off wrong or anything like that towards anybody. I'm just giving my 2 cents and shit like that on it, man. I think Berlanga's been criticized a little bit too harshly. I've even gave him criticism, but uh at the end of the day, man, he's a good fighter, man. And I think that he's learned a lot from these experiences that he's had, and I think it's going to make him better for it. Uh and then the next thing I wanted to, kind of brush on, man, was the other discussion I was seeing. Uh Everybody trained fought like him. The other discussion that I was kind of not understanding was the 154-pound weight division, where they were saying that Xander Zayas is not ready for Virgil Ortiz. Uh, they don't think even Jermell Charlo's ready for Virgil Ortiz. That maybe, just maybe, Jermell Charlo and Xander Zayas should fight each other to then have the right to fight Virgil Ortiz? I'm not understanding that because Virgil is not. He's not him yet. He's not at that elite level. He's not above Jermell Charlo, if we're being real. Even with the 2-year layoff that Jermell Charlo has, he's not above Jermell Charlo. I don't even think he's above Xander Zayas. That kind of confused me because it's almost like a deflection. Like, let's not, no, we don't want to put that, So exactly who is Virgil Ortiz supposed to fight then? He's got to fight one of them, Whoa, whoa, whoa. Xander has to fight Jermell Charlo. First of all, Xander's going to fight for the WBO title, right? He's going to be fighting for the WBO title against Jorge Perez. And then Tim Tszyu and Fundora are fighting each other. I don't even think Virgil's fighting Fundora. I think it's going to end up being Xander after that, getting the opportunity to unify with Fundora. And I believe Xander will be successful in that. And if he is successful in that and capturing the WBO and beating Fundora to unify, he's the A side. It's not going to be Virgil. I just don't. I don't see where. I don't see. I don't get it. I don't see. I'm not. If I'm missing something, somebody explain it to me. If I'm missing something, how is Virgil? How can anybody think that Virgil, everything runs through Virgil at 154? I don't. I don't see that. I don't see that. Naldo Nieves, I don't think he's gonna go that route though, man. I think he's gonna try to get that WBO with Jorge Perez, like he's already, scheduled to do. And then I think he's gonna go for the winner of Fundora and Tim Tszyu. I think that's gonna be, and like I said before, I think that's a very, very good route for him to go because it gives him more time to hone his skills and work on his game, and also gain more experience because he's gonna need it down the road if he's gonna face somebody like a Mortality of, you know. None of these fighters are unbeatable, no doubt about that. They're not unbeatable. So, you know, I don't I don't put too much stock in that this fighter's not ready or that fighter ain't ready yet. Or that we need to keep this fighter away from that fighter. And, I joke about it sometimes. I joke about it, but at the end of the day, us as fans, we want to see these fighters, lace them up and fight each other. So at the end of the day, that's what we want. That's all I want. That's all I want. Let them fight each other. I'm with it. I'm with it. I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that there's some trolls that like to comment every now and then on my videos that I upload once in a blue moon, and give me hell about Charles Conwell. But Charles Conwell's my homie, and ain't nothing happened. He'll be back. He'll climb back up. It's not, bro. It's not the end of the world if you lost a fight. It's really not. I don't. That's some weird shit to me, man. That I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But anyway, man, that's another story for another day, man. Um, I know we got the fights tonight. Let me see. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did my picks and shit, right? Because we got that what do we call that? We got that league and shit that we pick fights in and shit like that, right? And which by the way, I'm gonna watch the fights tonight, man. I'm definitely looking forward to Devin Haney returning, man, and putting in that work. I think Devin Haney, it looks like in super phenomenal shape. He looks super focused. Ramirez looked in shape, looked super focused. So there shouldn't be no taking credit away from anybody or no discrediting anybody at all. you know, unless, somebody pops dirty. So Devin is going to get full credit from me if he spanks Jose Ramirez, which I believe he is going to beat Jose Ramirez. I got him winning by unanimous decision. Now, I would not be surprised at all if he punishes Jose Ramirez and gets a stoppage. Maybe the corner throwing in the towel. Maybe the referee stepping in. Might not be like a straight knockout or nothing like that, but something that he keeps beating him up and beating him up. And he'll be so far behind in the cards that what's the point in, taking more punishment like that? I understand a lot of people like to loosely throw that people are pillow fisted and all that, man. Hey, punches hurt no matter what. Punches hurt no matter what. So at the end of the day, those punches are having effect. And the other thing is, I think Third Gang, what's good with you, man? The other thing is, I like the fact that he's filling out properly. He's not having to drain himself. You know what I'm saying? He secluded himself, man, and had a beautiful training camp. It looks like a strong Devin Haney, man. It really do look like a strong Devin Haney, man. That, like I said, I'm picking unanimous decision, but I will not be surprised at all if he stops Jose Ramirez. Not at all, man. Not at all, man. So that's what I got. I got Haney by UD. Then Teofimo Lopez against, Arnold Barbosa. Look, as much as I hate Teofimo, I also got Teofimo winning by unanimous decision in my pick'ems. I just think he's the better fighter. I know that there's times where he comes in and he's not focused and he's not thinking boxing and lays an egg and stuff like that. I don't know that he's looking at this fight that way. I don't know that he's I think he might be coming in focused for this fight for some reason, man. Just simply because of the atmosphere that it is and all the people that are on that card. So I expect him to show up, man. Uh and as bad as I want Rolly Romero to knock out Ryan Garcia, I know it's not gonna happen. I just know it's not gonna happen. I mean, that's wishful thinking and shit like that. But I'm rooting for Rolly Romero. But like I said, I'm in that Pick'ems league, and in that Pick'ems league, you can't go for, I'm not gonna put what I'm rooting for. I'm gonna put what I believe is gonna win. I gotta be real with it. And I think Garcia gets a 5th-round stoppage on Rolly Romero. TO by KO, Connell. Dirt Gang says TO by KO. I don't know, man. I got TO by UD. I hope he don't knock him out. Hey, Dirt Gang, I need the bonus points, man. Joe Townsend, man, what's good with you, man? Mr. Ice Cream Man. I'm on my different computer, so I ain't got the board on. Otherwise, I give you your introduction. But this was really a test live because this is my MacBook Pro that I'm gonna be taking with me everywhere I go. I think I am the only one going for Bacoli. No, Joe Townsend. No, you're not. I got Bacoli by 7-round stoppage. But this is my MacBook Pro, man, and I got this microphone connected to it, my Shure. This is gonna be like my travel pack, man. So the reason I went live today was for that, so I can do a stream, go back and listen to it, man, and see how everything is functioning, man. You know what I'm saying? Once I see how everything's functioning, man, I know I got my travel bag over there and shit like that. So in case, I gotta be gone for a couple of days, I can tote this with me and I can still, get on my computer and do content. I just won't have the soundboard on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got on the big computer was over here next to me. I wish I could show y'all. You know what? Let me see something. Let me see if I can switch. Let me see. See, that's my other setup, and then that's this my other setup, and that's the board over there. See? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all ain't know I could do that, huh? What? What? Actually, man, my damn iPhone camera is better than the one on this MacBook Pro. The thing about it is, it doesn't sit. I don't have nowhere I can sit my phone high enough. But let me tell you what I got, Dirt Gang. Cause I don't post mine in that big thread because it just bro, I get lost in there, man. So I send it directly to him, and then I screenshot it so I don't forget what I picked. Joe, I got Ryan Garcia, 5th round stoppage. I got Haney by UD, T.O. by UD. I got Canelo Alvarez, round 9. I got Jaime Munguia by unanimous decision. I got Bacoli, round 7. I got Inoue, round 4. And I got Espinoza, round 8. Those are my pick'ems. Those are all the fights that are on the pick'ems, and that's what I got, man. Again, let me see. I think I'm the only one going for Bacoli, man. Yeah, nah, I'm going for Bacoli too. I think it's a mistake not to pick Bacoli, and honest, because you got to understand that dude is a monster, and I think the only reason he looked any kind of vulnerable is because he took a fight on a couple of days' notice where he flew in and wasn't even in the gym. And all of a sudden, now every fight they're gonna pick against him, I think is a mistake, man. I think Bacoli gonna go in there and knock Jogba out, man. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, Joe Townsend. I mean, shit, like it is what it is, man. I gotta figure out why that camera won't turn the other way, though, man. If I could get this camera, let me see. Let me see if I can get it. See, I don't understand why. I don't understand why. See, I don't have no way to hook this up because this camera's a lot better, man. This camera is a lot better than this camera. You got Bacoli in the 6th round. What did I say I had? See, this is why I screenshot it. Oh, I got Bacoli in the 7th. All right. Yeah, Joe Townsend. Yeah, but I mean, he looked even worse, man, on the other one though, right? Like the one that he just flew across the country type shit, you know. And listen, I'm gonna end this live on this one last thing, right? And I don't want nobody to I don't want nobody to get mad at Norbs or anything like that. Okay. Norbs is a good friend, right? He's a good friend. But I gotta say this because it's important for me to say this, man. I'm full-blooded Puerto Rican, right? And for the life of me, I'm pleading to you, Norbs. And I know you're joking, and I know you don't mean no harm, bro. But you can't be out here telling people I'm Dominican when I'm Puerto Rican, bro. Geo James Khalil, what's good with you, man? Chocolate Thunder, Tay Tay Brown. Daniel, what's up, man? Like I said, man, I know that Norbs is joking, but it's not nothing to joke about because I'm a real proudful Puerto Rican person. So if I could just get that one favor of please do not address me as anything other than Puerto Rican, I would greatly appreciate it, man. I would greatly appreciate it, man. Um, that's one thing I don't joke about. I don't joke about anybody's nationality, man. Like if you're Mexican, I'm not gonna say you're Ecuadorian. If you're Ecuadorian, I'm not gonna say you're from Honduras. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're Dominican, I'm not gonna say you're Haitian. And they're on the same island. That's offensive to them. So if I could just make that one plead right there, and I'm being nice about it, and I don't want nobody to go off on them, you know, and that's all I'm saying, Carlos, man. And I'm being nice about it because the reason I'm being nice about it, Carlos, is because I know he doesn't mean no harm. I know that he likes to joke around, and he really is not coming from a bad place. It's just the fact that I don't like that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in Puerto Rico where he didn't. He's Puerto Rican too, but he's, the ones that grew up in New York. He doesn't understand how harsh that is. You know? He doesn't understand how harsh that is. And I want to be able to reach through him without, without it getting out of control or out of hand. Because the thing about that he doesn't understand is when he says something like that, if it catches feet, then everybody else is gonna think that they can call me that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if you keep saying that, other people are gonna start repeating it. And them other people, I don't know. Add effects using hand gestures. Turn on reactions. Express yourself with gestures during a video call. All right, I guess I don't know. I'm learning this. Yeah, the island's a whole different game, man. But I mean, like I said, man, I dated a Nicaraguan lady at one time. I asked her if she was Mexican and she wanted to run a fade with me. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro, that's how it gets, man. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like I said, I know, well, at least I hope that I know that he doesn't come from a bad place when he says that. I would like to think that he respects me more than to think that you know what I'm saying? I would like to give him that benefit of the doubt. Cause it's just for the most part, I just let him talk, because I'm not gonna interrupt his lives or anything like that. Sí, son anormales, pero que yo no creo que él entiende lo que yo no creo que él entiende la gravedad de lo que está diciendo. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he understands the severity of it, man. But anyway, man. Hey, man. Hopefully this came out nice. I mean, other than the camera, I'm gonna get the camera issue fixed. Don't worry. But I wanted to mainly test the microphone and live streaming on this MacBook Pro. So I think it went pretty well, man. I hope everybody enjoys the fights tonight. You know, but that's all I got for y'all, man. This always brought to you by CO Management, DV Tracksuits. Big shout out to the mighty LDBC. Ghana Logo TV. Yo, man, we up out of here, man. Deuce.